Good morning and Jai Hind. In this video, we are going to discuss the second case for the issue of share at premium. In the previous video, we have learnt about how to issue the share at par. But in this video, we are going to see how to issue shares at premium. So I have taken a question from the exercise given at the back of the chapter of company's account written by D.K. Goel. This question number 9. Let us read this question. Kanpur Gas Limited issued 40,000 equity share of 10 rupees each at a premium of 1 rupees per share. That means there's a company who has issued 40,000 and 40,000 shares and what would the price? It would be 10 plus 1. 10 is the price of the share plus 1 rupees is the premium. That means total 11 rupees were the price of the share which is issued by the company. And amount were payable in the following installments like 2 rupees 50 paisa on application, 4 rupees 50 paisa on allotment including the premium, and 2 rupees on first call and 2 rupees on final call. Okay, and applications were received for 37,000 shares. That means this is a case of undersubscription, and we were asked to give the journal entries assuming that all sum have been received on due date. That means it is a fully paid condition. All the shares are fully paid on time, and we were asked to prepare the journal entry. So let us start the question. Now the first one. See, the first entry is when the applications are received by the company. Okay, with the application money. As we can see, the application money is 2.5. That means 2 rupees 50 paisa, and that total subscription is made for 37,000. So the first entry would be bank account debit to equity share application account, and the amount we are going to write on the debit and credit side would be calculated by multiplying 37,000 and 2 rupees 50 paisa. It comes to be 92,500 rupees. Okay, now after receiving the application, the next entry would be the time to give the shares to the shareholder. We are going to allot them. So the entry would be like equity share application account debit to equity share capital account, and the amount would be same as like the previous entry, that is 92,500. Now it's time for the next to call for the next installment, that is allotment money. So the entry for calling the allotment money would be equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital account and to security premium reserve. As the issue is at the premium, so the amount of premium goes into a new account, that is security premium reserve account. Okay, so the equity share allotment account would be calculated by multiplying 37,000 into 4 rupees 50 paisa. It comes to be 1,66,500 rupees, and out of this the equity share capital account on the credit side we are going to write as the in the allotment money 1 rupees is for the premium. We know this, it is given there that allotment money includes 1 rupees premium. So for security premium reserve, we can calculate the amount by multiplying 37,000 with 1 rupees. We get the amount of premium which will go into the security premium reserve, and this comes to be 37,000. And the remaining amount, okay, the remaining amount, that is 1,29,500, that would be the price of the equity share, original price without the premium. So we have to write that in front of the equity share capital account on the credit side. Now the next entry would be when the allotment money is received by the company. So the whole complete account allotment money, that is 1,66,500 has been received by the company. So the entry would become bank account debit to equity share allotment account by the amount 1,66,500. After this, the next entry would be for the calling the next installment, that is the first call account. So the entry becomes like equity share first call account to equity share capital account, and the amount would be same as it is. A firm is calling for 2 rupees per share, so it would be calculated by multiplying 2 rupees with 37,000. It becomes 74,000. Now after calling, the amounts are received of the first call by the company, and the entry becomes just like the previous one, bank account debit to equity share first call account, and with the same amount, that means 74,000. And now it's time for the final call. So company is asking for money, and for this the entry would become equity share final call account debit to equity share capital account. Okay, here again the amount asked by the company is 2 rupees at the time of final call, so it would be calculated by multiplying 2 rupees with the 37,000. It becomes 74,000. So it is written on the debit and the credit side, the both the column. Now the final entry, when the amount is received by the company of the final call, that means a final 2 rupees out of 10 rupees. So the bank account debit to equity share final call, and again the same amount comes here, that means 74,000. Okay, so these are the journal entries, and looking at that we can easily prepare the bank account. See, I have prepared that. It contains on the left hand side the debit column, and on the right hand side the credit column, and all the entries related to bank account has been entered on the debit side. Just you can see, to equity share application account, as you can see, the first entry, bank account debit to equity share application account, and the amount is 92,500. The same entry has been done here to equity share application account, and the amount would be 92,500. Okay, similarly the next entry is the fourth one, the bank account debit to equity share allotment account, 1,66,500. So looking at that entry, it is entered or posted in a ledger of bank account to equity share allotment account, and again 1,66,500. Similarly, after that, the sixth one, you can see bank account debit to equity share first call. The same entry has been written here too, to equity share first call account, 74,000. And the final entry, that is bank account debit to equity share final call. So here also on the debit hand side, to equity share final call account, that is 74,000. And here again we have to balance the debit and credit side. So by balance carried down, the amount would become 4,07,000. Okay, and below that I have prepared the extract of balance sheet, where on the liability side, shareholders funds, the total share capital would be 3,70,000. This could be calculated by multiplying 37,000 with the price of the share, original price of the share, that is 10 rupees without the premium, and the rest of the premium of 1 rupees, that means 37,000, goes to the reserve and surplus, which we have to show again on the liability side of the balance sheet. I hope this is quite clear to all. With this I am going to end my video. Thank you.